Vasquez. It's your girl, Rack Famous Star. I am here with the recap vlog for episode 9. And I was going to record this last night. As you see, it's daylight the next day. But I was like at the beach and it was late and it, whatever. But anyways, so here is my vlog. And before I start, those of you that maybe this is your first time seeing it, please go back and watch a few of my videos and like and comment and subscribe and let me know what you think. I like interacting with you guys, and yeah, so let's just go ahead and get started. Alright, so we left off with Bridget winning HOH, and I was kind of uneasy about this because, I mean, there's always those HOHs that you're like, what's gonna happen? Or like, it's gonna be somebody else's HOH, or just, it's kind of like a waste of an HOH, you know? And it's not that I just wanted like certain people to go home or certain people to win all the time, but she's someone that you honestly have no idea what's going to happen, you know? Like, except Frank is on her team. So someone said Bridget's HOH is equal to Frank's HOH. And it is, you know, like, he's kind of getting like the best of both worlds because, excuse me, Paulie on his team last week won HOH, so he was safe. This week Bridget won, so he's safe. And Frank could go ahead and win next week and bam, he's safe again, and he actually has the power that week. So I think it's very like, I'm like, here, you know, nor here nor there about it. At the beginning of the episode, we caught, but there was like a little snippet of Zakiya crying because she doesn't know exactly where she stands with Bridget, and she feels like she's in danger because she doesn't talk to her. And while she has valid points, it's just like, am I the biggest fish to fry just because she doesn't talk to me? You know, but I mean, the pressures are probably getting to her. They've been in there now like 3.5 weeks, 4 weeks, so it's just like, okay. Frank said he was trying to get Bridget to put up Tiffany and Paul. He was trying to go for Tiffany and Bronte, but she's friends with Bronte, and Bronte, they're kind of like working together. So he knew Bronte probably wasn't going to happen, but he would have a better chance of getting Tiffany and Paul up. Corey, they also flashed like Corey and Zakiya. I was saying Bridget. Corey and Zakiya were talking, and Zakiya was trying to like really, you know, express her concerns about things. And Corey was just like, I mean, yeah, I mean, like, I don't think he's a very good strategizer. I don't know. I mean, he may be like a good ear to listen on, like a good like person to talk to, but I don't think he is like the best Big Brother player, mega mind to ever play this game. Also, this episode, they showed Nicole and Corey flirting a lot. And I think it's becoming more and more, and I think people are, people were getting wind of it, but it's kind of like, it's fine and all dandy that you want to like somebody and flirt with them because, I mean, there's no one else in the house. But if it gets in the way of your game and like people see that like, oh my god, like she would take him over me, or she would vote me out in a second if both of us, like, people are going to not like that as much. And this episode, I kind of felt really bad for Davon, because Frank, he's not being like pleasant, and he's rubbing people the wrong way, and it's really starting to get under people's skin, and like people are gonna want him out for just not just those things, but because he's a good player as well. But Frank is pushing like, not pushing her physically, but like pushing her like mentally, and being disrespectful. Like he hit her butt, And then she, like, got really upset and, like, was crying about it, you know, because she has a daughter and she doesn't want her daughter to see that, like, men doing that is okay. But she knows that she has to, like, suck it up for the game because she doesn't want to be that person to pop off on people and people, like, you know, like, just, oh, Davon's the one that she's a loose cannon, you know, like, and so she, like, cried, you know, she was sad about it, and she was with James and someone else. I think it was Polly, maybe. And Frank walked in and was like, "Oh my God, you know, I'm sorry, you know." And he tried to chalk it up to, like, I do it to people that are, like, I'm comfortable with. I do it to my mom, my nana all the time. Oh, I'm like, great. That's your mom and your nana. I am not your mom or your nana. So I don't know. I think he needs to slow down before he gets himself evicted, because he could turn it around, I think, but I don't know. Oh, and we finally get to hear the HOH music and, like, the viewing, you know, the dun, 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 who wants to see my HOH room? Dun, 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 dun. You know, like, we haven't seen that with the first, 3 HOHs? What was it? We didn't see it with Nicole. We didn't see it with Polly. Maybe because there was so much going on this episode. I mean, each previous episodes. And I kind of liked it. But Bridget's HH was kind of like, I don't know. So Bridget's noms ended up being Paul and Tiffany. And I wish I could, like, insert a clip right now, but I'm not about all that fancy schmancy stuff. But Bridget's HOH speech was just like, she was acting like she was scared. Like, I nominate Tiffany and Paul, like, I don't know where your guys' heads are at, and if you want to, like, talk it up in the HOH troop after this over, like, slop muffins, and, like, we can. I'd have been like, girl, I'm about to run. You know, like, she seems like somebody that Frank saw that and take advantage of somebody. I don't want to say take advantage, but, like, use her to your advantage. I don't know, let's take advantage. But, yeah, so it was a very awkward speech to me. Like, she was trying to, like, you know, like, it's like telling on somebody, but then, like, hitting them with a compliment afterwards. I don't know. Oh, and then some surprising news, but I feel like we maybe all saw it coming, that Bridget said she would date James in real life. Like, they've been flirting a lot, and I think, you know, like, there's nobody else in the house, you know, but James is cool, and Bridget, I think they, like, kind of like each other, but James is kind of like, I don't want you to ruin my game, and Bridget, I think they could work together, but Bridget likes him, but, you know, they're, like, both kind of don't want to hurt each other, I guess. That's what they said, but I don't know. All right, so the BB Roadkill competition was called Horn Star. They're really hitting it out the park with these names this season for these competitions. I think they're funny. They're like a play on words. All right, so what they had to do is they had to listen for a series of 8 horns and then match them with the horns in front of them. I think it should have been a little bit more than 8. 8 seemed a little, like, quick. Maybe like 18. I don't know. But the winner ended up being Frank. He did it with 56 seconds. And Frank nominated Bronte. Which we all saw coming. You know, they neither want Bronte or Paul or Tiffany, any of the 3 that are on the block right now. I think it'll become more apparent after the veto who is going home after the veto ceremony, because anybody can win the veto, and it depends on whether it's used or whether it's not used, and who it's used on, and who's still up on the block. And then Bridget, once again, making up all these threats, like, whoever won that roadkill competition and put up my girl Bronte, I'm coming for you. Little do you know, your own teammate, the one that put you up a few weeks ago, is the one that put your friend up. So I think it's funny that she's doing all these threats. She has I just think she has no idea what's going on. But yeah, those are my thoughts for this episode. I think it's going to be an interesting week. Right now, my predictions would be that Tiffany goes home. It's neither going to be Tiffany or, by the grace of God, it's going to be Bronte. I don't think Paul's going to go home. I think Paul's going to turn to that person that is easy to put up because he's been up so many times. He's going to become a Pawn Star, you know, like, people are going to, like, I would, you know, who's he going to be mad at? All of us, we all put him up, you know, like, so I think that's why it's going to be so easy for people to keep putting up Paul and to keep him in the house because he's such an easy pawn. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye.